Greta Garbo. Greta Garbo, one of the most iconic actresses of the 1930s, was known for her sultry persona and enigmatic public life. Although her films painted her as a glamorous leading lady in love with men, Garbo was notoriously private about her personal life. Many historians and biographers have speculated that Garbo may have had relationships with women, notably with her close companion, the Swedish actress and artist, Mercedes da Costa. The two women were frequently photographed together, and Acosta's letters to Garbo suggest a deep emotional connection. However, Garbo never publicly acknowledged her sexuality, and her private life was the subject of much gossip throughout her career. Marina Dietrich. Marina Dietrich was another towering figure of the Golden Age who defied the conventions of her time. Known for her bold fashion choices and sexually ambiguous roles, Dietrich was often linked with women as well as men throughout her life. She had a long-standing friendship with fellow actress and rumored lover, the French star, Jean Gabin. Furthermore, Dietrich's strong, masculine persona on screen and her willingness to experiment with gender roles made her a fascinating figure in the LGBTQ+ history of Hollywood. Though she never explicitly identified as a lesbian, she was known to have had several romantic relationships with women, including the actress and photographer Edith Piaf. Claudette Colbert. Claudette Colbert was one of Hollywood's most celebrated actresses during the 1930s and 1940s, known for her roles in romantic comedies and dramas. Despite her marriage to a man, Colbert's relationships with women have been the subject of speculation for years. Colbert was said to have had an intimate, albeit discreet, relationship with the actress and socialite, Barbara Stanwyck. Although there was no public confirmation of these rumors, the close bond the two women shared has long been noted in Hollywood gossip. Barbara Stanwyck. Barbara Stanwyck is often considered one of the greatest actresses of the Golden Age, thanks to her roles in films like Stella Dallas, 1937, and Double Indemnity, 1944. Stanwyck was known for her strong, independent characters and was rumored to have had several same-sex relationships throughout her life. One of the most famous rumors is her supposed relationship with actress and socialite, Joan Crawford. Additionally, Stanwyck's longtime marriage to actor Robert Taylor was complicated by her close friendships with women, further adding fuel to the fire of speculation regarding her sexual orientation. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford, the queen of melodrama, was a beloved star during the 1930s and 1940s, but her private life has always been the subject of intrigue. While she was married 4 times to men, there were persistent rumors of Crawford's relationships with women. Crawford had a famous falling out with her daughter Christina, as chronicled in the memoir Mommy Dearest, which only added more mystery to her personal life. In addition to her rumored affair with Barbara Stanwyck, Crawford is said to have had a romantic relationship with actress Mercedes da Costa, the same woman with whom Garbo was involved. Elanor Powell. Known for her tap dancing prowess, Elanor Powell was a popular dancer and actress during the 1930s and 1940s. Though she was married to several men throughout her life, Powell was believed to have had relationships with women during her career. One of her close companions was the actress and dancer Ann Miller, and the two were known to be very close. While nothing about their relationship was ever made public, many speculated that there may have been a romantic element to their bond. Tennessee Williams. While Tennessee Williams was a famous playwright and not a movie star, his relationships with actresses like Julie Harris and others in Hollywood's inner circle influenced many of the Golden Age's queer undertones. Williams' personal life was rich with relationships and infatuations with women, but his plays and personal diaries often hinted at his own sexuality, which was more fluid and complex. Many actresses involved with Williams had to balance the pressures of their own careers with the private understanding of their relationships. Julie Harris, in particular, was close to Williams, and her relationships with women, though not widely discussed, were whispered about among her peers. and Sheridan. And Sheridan was one of the most glamorous actresses of the 1930s and 1940s, but her sexual orientation has been the subject of some speculation. Sheridan was known for her physical beauty and her sultry, tough girl persona. Though she was married twice, her relationships with women were sometimes discussed in Hollywood gossip columns. A long-standing rumored affair with fellow actress and close friend Ruth Sheridan is one of the most well-known speculations. Vivien Lee. The beloved actress Vivien Lee, most famous for her portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind, 1939, was married twice to men. However, rumors swirled about her relationships with women, particularly with her close companion, actress and producer, Laurence Olivier. While no definitive proof has surfaced, Lee's emotional and complex nature, as well as her willingness to explore her sexuality, led many to suspect that she may have had relationships with women during her time in Hollywood. Dorothy Arner. Dorothy Arner was a pioneering director in a male-dominated Hollywood. She was the only woman to work as a director throughout the entire 1930s. Arner was known to have had relationships with women, and her work often explored themes of female independence and sexuality. Many of her actresses, such as Clara Bow, were rumored to have been romantically involved with Arner, though this was never publicly acknowledged during her career. 11. Kay Francis. Kay Francis was one of the highest-paid actresses of the 1930s, famous for her roles in melodramas and romances. Despite her marriages to men, there were consistent rumors that Francis had a romantic relationship with actress and fellow star Una Merkel. The two were known to be inseparable in their personal lives, and speculation about their intimacy persisted throughout Francis's career. 12. Judy Garland. While Judy Garland is most famous for her role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, 1939, her personal life was full of complexities, particularly regarding her sexuality. Garland had several marriages to men, but she was also rumored to have had relationships with women, particularly in the later stages of her life. Her iconic performances and tumultuous relationships were well known to many in Hollywood, and there is speculation that her bisexuality was an open secret among close friends. 13. Bette Davis. Bette Davis, known for her unapologetic persona and fierce on-screen presence, has been a subject of speculation regarding her sexual orientation. While Davis had marriages to men, her relationships with women were often discussed behind closed doors. Her close bond with actress Miriam Hopkins, who co-starred with her in several films, led many to wonder if there was more to their friendship than met the eye. 14. Tina Louise. Famous for her role as Ginger Grant on Gilligan's Island, Tina Louise also had a reputation in the 1950s and 1960s as a glamorous actress. Known for being fiercely independent, Louise had relationships with both men and women during her Hollywood career, though she never publicly addressed the rumors. Her relationships with women were sometimes discussed by her contemporaries in Hollywood, though much of it remains speculative. 15. Jean Seberg. Jean Seberg was an actress whose life and career were marked by controversy, including rumors about her sexual orientation. Known for her role in Breathless, 1960, Seberg's personal life was often scrutinized, and there were persistent rumors about her relationships with women. She had close friendships with several women in Hollywood, and her involvement with civil rights activists and other controversial figures further added to her mysterious reputation. Conclusion. The Golden Age of Hollywood was a time of immense cultural significance, where stars were both revered and confined by the expectations of the era. Many of the women listed here led complicated, multifaceted lives, full of artistic brilliance, personal struggle, and societal repression. Whether or not these actresses openly identified as lesbians, their relationships and the unspoken elements of their sexual identities played a vital role in shaping their experiences in Hollywood. The secrecy surrounding these women's lives was often a reflection of the broader societal norms of the time, where non-heteronormative sexualities were stigmatized and hidden. As society's understanding of gender and sexuality continues to evolve, so too does the recognition of the complex, often suppressed, histories of these legendary women. Their stories, shaped by secrecy, silence, and courage, are important chapters in the broader history of Hollywood, providing insight into the hidden lives of stars during a transformative period in American cinema.